It gets better after high school. I remember walking through the halls of high school and being called a faggot, people insulting my mother, and being overall pricks toward each other. I remember school elections about how it was all about popularity and that they shouldn't have something like that because it's just a way of saying I'm better than you are and more people agree with me and not with you. I remember at the same school student board group voting to take funding out of things like theater arts and band so that they could put it into our successful basketball team, which I had no interest in participating in. I had no interest in participating in basketball or in other sports. I was an actor. I was a theater person. You know, I directed plays. I told you this in my very first video. Yeah. You know, I remember receiving a national qualification for theater arts. That's a hard thing to do. And my economy teacher, that same day, bitching about how he lost a game in football. You know, it's like, why don't you look at the good things rather than looking at the things that don't matter? I remember kids constantly bashing each other and calling each other names, putting down other people to bring themselves up. I remember gossip, degrading other people. When gossip wasn't, even if the gossip wasn't true, people believed it. And I remember going to my mother one evening and bitching about how much I hated people in high school, how much people would go around and do things and very few people had a problem with it. And she told me that that brought my spirits up. It gets better after high school. And so I pushed myself to do good in school. I pushed myself to rough it out and make things better. I didn't drop out. I kept on going. It gets better, I told my friends. I believed it. I graduated. And at last I was free from those kids and popularity contests, from all those bigots and haters. And I wouldn't have to deal with them any longer. And of course I needed a job, so I applied to several different locations. Me being a gamer, I would apply to GameStop and to Best Buy, and places I could apply my skills. You know, I love pets, so I applied to Petco. And one by one, I received mail in the mail, you know, letters saying, we don't want you to work for us right now. We have other people that can work for us that would do better than you would. And I remember, you know, looking around and, like, you know, I go to these stores and I remember seeing the people who are popular in high school getting jobs. And I'm not getting any jobs because I'm an idiot, apparently. The only thing I succeeded in doing so far since I graduated was applying for college. But my money has slowly started to dwindle, and my parents can barely help me make that money. So I need to get a job so that I can pay for that, but I can't get a job because no one wants to hire me, because no one wants to hire anyone else, because, you know, they want to save as much money as they possibly can. I had paid attention to politics in high school. Of course, you'd be stupid not to. And I kind of realized that it wasn't too different from a popularity contest in school. Only it's a lot more brutal, and there's a lot more backstabbers and liars who only wish to achieve their own little goals and have no interest for the people. Those that do often have little power to do anything. I watch the news and I see Westboro Baptist Church hating on gays and on Muslims and on anyone who doesn't believe the same way they do. You know, calling them foul names, saying they're going to roast in hell for not believing what they do. You know, I remember watching YouTube, seeing people flame gays, homosexuals, Jews, Muslims, and again I am saddened by this constant hatred going around against your fellow humans. It's almost as if you don't think that other people should have an opinion. Consistently, I'm reminded of high school. Consistently, I see things that I hated in high school in the real world, only worse. Only worse. It's only the things that I hated. I loved going to class and learning new things, and on a daily basis. And now I learn stuff every day now, but it's on a different level. You know, instead it's just I see all this backstabbing, popularity, name calling. Haters are in power. The majority of America hates each other. America is divided into Democrats and Republicans. We don't stand together, we kill each other. We hate each other. We flame each other, we flame other humans, we judge other humans. I love my mother to no end, and I value her wisdom. But what she said is very wrong. Life is high school. Everything I hated about high school is on a grander scale in the real world. The popular get what they want, and the rest of us soak in the muck.